Hey guys, welcome to Beer Reviews in the Fishroom.
You can get it netting out fish. You can get it siphoning a tank. You can get it just trying to figure out how. Matter of fact, I've got it now. A hard day's graft in the fish room deserves an ice cold beer, and the best cold beer is whatever's in the fridge.
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Beer Reviews in the Fishroom. I know a lot of you were expecting part 3 of the fry rack tank thing. Thing is, I started to take to the tanks with a little bit of cleaning vinegar and razor blade and stuff like that, just to start tightening, just to see whether I could get some of the harsher stains off. And I wish I hadn't, because it made me realize I want to sort of take that to the next level a little bit more. So I'm just gonna take a little bit longer on that and try and make it a little bit nicer. So stay tuned for that. Right now, it's Friday afternoon. Just clocked off work. It's just over 34 degrees in the fish room. So what better time than to crack a nice cold one? So I've been enjoying craft beer for a while now, and I always like to share that with people. So what better time than on a Friday arvo in the fish room? My brother, I'm not an aficionado or anything like that, but I am a craft beer lover. My brother is a brewer at House Sound Brewery in Canada. He's actually coming back to Perth in April, I believe, so hopefully we'll get him in here for one or two of these, maybe, or more. That'd be great. Get a brewer's perspective on a lot of these. But anyway, so today I wanted to talk about the Old Wives' Ales Old Man Yells at Cloud NEIPA, or NEIPA, as we call them here. This is a New England IPA style. So these are typically a cloudy. A good one should be very cloudy or hazy. Typically very sort of fruity, hoppy on the nose, and you should really get sort of typically the ones over here are sort of much more on the citrus side, although you do get some that sort of veer more into the tropical fruit sort of side, more pungency, dankness and stuff. So I just wanted to talk about this one today, and let's give this a pour. So it took me a sec just to switch the cameras there. Gives me a nice, there's definitely tropical notes on the nose. You get pineapple, maybe even something like, orange juice. Yeah, it smells good. Get a little bit more alcohol in the nose than the glass. Definitely very fresh smelling. The head retention is decent, not the best I've seen. It has been a minute for me to change cameras, so I can't really score it down for that at all. It's actually very decent. Good cloudy colour. I love the colour. It's a decent amount of cloud. Nice golden colour. Let's give it a taste. Definitely citrus. Strong citrus up front. Not too thin, decent amount of syrupiness. Yeah, you definitely get the it's a little bit of that root tartness just finishes on the back of the palate there, which is always a good defining character of a good IPA. Been out for a minute now, so it's warming up slightly, so just see if it changes at all. It's definitely lightening up on the nose. Really good aroma still. Definitely citrus tropical. Definitely citrus tropical. Good mouthfeel. Carbonation's really good. It's not like big bubbles, it's the nice sort of thinner bubbles as I describe them, so it's got that creamier mouthfeel. If we look at the ingredients, water, malt, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. And so from what I know from speaking to Jackson, who brews the Frivolous Lupulus down at the Indie down here, which is a really good, well, he's left now, but he was the inventor of that brew, and that's a really good WA NEIPA. It's a really big hop bill. It's a particular kind of yeast that sort of actually supposedly takes a little bit, doesn't just process the sugars, but takes some of the oils from the hops as well, and produces a much more of that fruit juice orange flavour. So big hop bill. You can tell in this it's got that real sort of like aromatics, which is great. Comes through the nose as well as you drink, as well as your taste buds while you drink it. And then oats. My brother, who brews in Canada, has talked a lot about hazies. He brought some back with him last year when he popped back for a bit, and we shared some of his brews and his cloudies and stuff like that, and they were really good. And I've spoken to him a few times about cloudies because we get a few here that sort of seem clarified almost, like they don't really have much haze in that, and typically they have this really thin, like it's not a complete mouthfeel or complete flavour profile, I should say. So it's sort of this really sort of it looks like a clarified beer typically. Quite often, some of them, I think they're worried about, like there was some browning that happened with some when they were really cloudy. So yeah, they seem to be clarified. They sort of almost feel just like a lager, or like not lager, like a basic ale, straight through. And then there's just like a cordial finish almost on it. It seems like. Whereas some of these guys that have really got these cloudies down, it's got a much more complete flavor profile right through that sort of citrus, sometimes grapefruit, sometimes like your pineapple, mango, apricot, sort of tropical sort of flavor profile, Let's give this a go now, see if it's warmed up a little bit more. Nose is still good. You can smell a bit more of the alcohol now, definitely, because it's let's check the percentage on this. It is a whopping 6.5%, so not too bad. It's definitely on the heavier side, but it's not like the really big boys, you know what I mean? The big hefty boys, like your 8 and 9%ers and stuff like that. So yeah, no. As it warms, the aromat's still there, still really tasty, definitely still got fruit juice, stuff like that, tartness on the back, good hop bill, so there's been a good bittering hop bill as well as just like the dry hopping for the aromats at the end. And yeah, it's got a decent sort of like decent, obviously must be a decent malt backbone, because then like it's got that syrupiness. I think the oats maybe contribute to that, being a cloudy, and so it just sticks to the back of the tongue, back of the palate. Love a good cloudy. Anyway, so I think I might end it up there, guys. It's just me drinking a beer and talking crap. So some of you might enjoy this in the craft beer, some of you might just like normal beer and may not enjoy it, or you might just like, hey, come and watch. So cheers. It's Friday. Enjoy, and check out this Old Wives, Old Man Yells at Cloud NEIPA if you get a chance and you're interested. Till then, catch you next time for the next installment of Hood's Fishies, and this has been beer reviews in the Fishroom. Cheers, guys. Catch you later.
You can get it netting out fish. You can get it siphoning a tank. You can get it just trying to figure out how. Matter of fact, I've got it now. A hard day's graft in the fish room deserves an ice-cold beer, and the best cold beer is whatever's in the fridge.
Did anyone else notice Choppy?